All right. Let's see here. Jeff, how you doing this evening? Okay. I'm trying to get all set up. Hey, John, how you doing? John, I used Sammy last night. I used Tracy and Sammy last night. I used Tracy tonight for dinner. Just did some burgers. Well, I'm glad to see you doing well, man. Glad. Chuck, how you doing? And Jeff, of course, thank you, sir, for being the first one here today. Or the first one in the comments, at least. All right, so how's everybody doing? Another week. Goodness. Let's see. Yes, John, we are doing just fine. Can everybody hear me okay? Can I get like thumbs up in the comments, please? Brandon, how you doing? It's Ike Lynn. Let's see, Big Reggie Reg. There you go, man. How you doing, Sean? Mr. Peabody, man, it's been a while, I think, since you were here on a live stream, but so happy to see everybody, man. This just makes me excited. Like, I'm happy that you guys are here. Well, Brandon, thank you. Thank you very much. Brandon says he loves the videos. Oh, man. Did I say that right? Is it Ikelin? Ikelin? How do you say that? Oh, man. Mr. Adams, how you doing this evening? Cheers, everybody. Hold up. So, no more clear. We had to pull out a little, get a little help from Mr. Bacardi. Ikelin, all right. Jamal, I'm just an arsonist and a fat guy who can cook. I never put any titles, especially not a pitmaster title. I don't know. I'll leave that to you guys who want to call yourself pitmasters. I'm just a fat guy who can cook. That's how I feel about it. But oh my goodness! All right, so let's see. I spoke to Reg, Brandon, Mr. Adams, Jamal, Ikelin. Welcome, Ikelin. I don't think I've ever spoken to you before. So definitely want to say welcome to you. Oh man, well thank you. He says he watches Ikelin. He watches and thanks for the contributions. Well, I'm glad. Bob from Gun Barrel City. Where is that? That's Gun Barrel City. Gun Barrel City, Texas. Oh, you're on some water. Come on. Oh, dang it. Okay. I guess. I would say you're not far from Dallas, but everything in Texas is bigger than it appears. Eric, oh man, that's what's up. Brandon, not to my knowledge. Fantasy Barbecue, how you doing? Eric from Baracho Barbecue, man, thank you so very much. Eric Angton, oh man, all y'all Erics coming in at the same time. I don't know about y'all. Lou Calamadas, how you doing, sir? I have never smoked any kingfish, John. All right. Ikelin says he's in the Kansas City area. All right. I spent some time out in Kansas City a while back. I like Kansas City. Gun Barrel City. That's like is that I guess that's a lake. What lake is that? Let me just zoom in. Kansas City's in the house. So, all right, well, quickly, if you haven't already, please go back out, just like one step back, hit that thumbs up button for me before you tell me where you checking in from. So let's see, we got Kansas City in the house, we got Gun Barrel City, Texas in the house. I know John is down in Tampa, he's in the house. Uh, Mr. Adams is up in Owings Mills. He's in Maryland, so Maryland in the house. Aside from me being in Baltimore, there's more Marylanders in the house. All right. Well, Lou, did I ever tell you Vegas representing? Chuck is from Indiana. Yeah, he's in Indiana. Indiana? It's outside of Indianapolis. All right, Eric is in Amish country, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Asbury Park. All right. What was that? Kyrilo Barbecue. Thank you, sir. Well, thank you for those who have uh, put the thumbs up for me. Jersey is in the house. Jersey's here. Brandon says he's from Baltimore. Or his Baltimore's in the house. His greetings from St. Louis. Eric says, and I thank you for the thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Let's see. So Lou, before I forget this, I think I told you before that I used to work in Deptford, New Jersey, and I used to go to the pump and ask for like $9. And then when the guy was like, "Oh, like, because they can't put $9 in, they would have to put like they." This was back when they would have like a 5, a 10, a 20, and the pump would stop at those specific increments. So I would just go in between, or I would say I need $11 because it was over 10, it was less than 20. And then what the person would do is inevitably lose track, and then they would be like, "Oh, I put too much gas in your car," and I'd be like, "Well, here's my $11 that I asked you for," and I'd be on my way. It worked every now and again, not often. All right, so let's say we got Donald says he's Houston in the house, Palestine, Texas in the house. Indian time is, oh yeah, Jack is here. He's from Indiana. Kyril, Kyril. Uh oh, Jeff. Do we do we need to get some secrets about Jeff? How good is Jeff's cooking? Okay, Kirill. Is it Kirill? You guys. Jesse James, how you doing? Turnaround barbecue, what's up? Smoking boot barbecue. That sounds painful. Oh man, well thank you very much. He says he owes me so much, man. Well, if you care to donate, I like beer. I like beer. Nice. Yeah, Jersey Shore. Hmm. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So before we get into deep, again, I'm going to ask you guys, well, thank you, Smoking Daves. That's what's up, man. I really just want to take a moment, first and foremost, before we start talking about let you know what's going on here. See, because I can see my cops kicking me. Oh, man, Lou. Yeah. Anyway, you teachers kill me. Uh, so a bit of housekeeping. I want to say thank you guys for taking the time out of your day, your evening, your whatever, to spend a couple moments and let's talk about whatever we're going to talk about. So tonight, let's talk about injuries while cooking. A few weeks ago, I burnt my arm really good. And that was the first time, don't mind that, like, I don't know what I did there, but it was like a bump there. And it just so happened to be lined up with this burn. Now, of course, I was able to get all of the scar tissue off once it, kind of came over. But that actually This burn is 2 weeks old. Um, yeah. And it's starting to heal. Like the first week, oh my gosh, it was so painful. So I burned it on that Thursday. When I did the banquet for the, so actually it might be 3 weeks. I did it for the banquet on the banquet for the, gosh, the basketball squad banquet. I burnt my arm that on that cook. And like that was Thursday. So Thursday, the whole time I was at the banquet, man, my arm was on fire. Friday it was hurting. Saturday I re-aggravated it because when I walk out on my screen doors and stuff like that, if I have something in my hand, everybody does this. Boom, push the door open with your forearm. Big mistake. Big mistake. But I mean, so what are some of you guys? Uh, Eric, I don't know. If something falls in my lap, man, I'm definitely going to have to. If it falls in my lap and I can afford it, I'd probably pick something up. Jerry, smoked turkey wings and legs are kind of seasonal. So that's why I don't really do turkey much outside of between Thanksgiving and Easter. Easter is this weekend. After that, turkey prices start going up. I don't do Bud or Jim Beam really, but that's all you. Burns. Yep, I've burnt my arms. Like I have a, you can't really see it anymore, but I had a good burn on my forearm. On my other arm, Bessie gave me a really good burn right after I got her. And I can still see it because I know where the line is. But that line there is from Bessie. And that burn is like 4 years old and I still see it. Jay, how you doing? Oh man, sure enough. Chuck, don't, you know, I'll knock on wood for you. Um, oh, okay, Jesse. I have definitely cut. I haven't. I've cut my fingers while cooking. So yeah. Ooh, John. Goodness gracious. John says his last brisket, he burnt himself pretty bad. The pan that the brisket was in began to fold when he pulled the brisket, and juices poured down his leg from the knee down. However, he did not drop the brisket. Good job. John, I could count on you to not, like to slip and fall and not drop your beer. So I can definitely, see not dropping that brisket. I'm sure the family and or anyone else you were cooking for was grateful you did not drop that brisket. Sorry about your leg though. How did that? Because knowing you being in Florida, you probably had shorts on too, didn't you? All right. So Jeff says spilled boiling brisket juice on his foot, right through his shoe, and a year ago, he still sees a little of it. Man, shoot, I already know. Oh, you do? Post them on Instagram, John, or shoot them to me. Uh, Jay, there's only two types of motorcycle riders, and those of you guys who ride will know what I'm about to say. Those who have been down, and those who haven't been down yet. Okay, it's one of those things where cooking, you're gonna burn yourself, you're gonna cut yourself. It's just inevitable. So yeah, I say the same thing about cooking. All right, Jesse, that's what's up. Ooh, goodness. Jerry said after the brisket was done, remove the probe with no glove. What? I already know that one hurt. I've done that quite a few times, but I know now to just kind of like lightly grab it. Lightly grab it. Eric says Bacardi time. Well, yeah. Get you get your Bacardi to join my Bacardi, and our Bacardis can be friends. Safety third. I don't know what comes one and two, but the joke is always safety third. Yes, sir. Cheers, cheers, cheers. So who else? Psh, man, ninja reflexes definitely do help, but you know what? Sometimes those ninja reflexes can come at a detriment. All right, all right. Turnaround Barbecue says, I've spent 25 years in the restaurant industry and I've seen just about every kind of injury. The worst was watching a guy cut off his thumb. Wow. Okay, go on. There's got to be more to that. Tastes his cast iron pan doing a steak over the firebox on his offset. He grabbed the handle to remove it and forgot my glove. Yikes. 3-day blister in his palm. Oh, jeez. I I have grabbed at some hot pots and pans. Um, Goodness gracious, I can only imagine. Whew. All right, thanks, John. I'll check them out after the live stream. Jesse says, "Shoot, I got dead cat reflexes." Let's see if it reacts. Speaking of dead cat, my cat just walked into the dining room here. Tony says he burnt his lap from juices while bringing foil pan with pork butt into the house on his wheelchair. So in case you guys didn't know, East Coast Tony is wheelchair bound. He sent me a couple pictures and stuff on his Instagram. And just because he's in a wheelchair, that does not stop the barbecue, right, Tony? It don't stop. It doesn't stop it. Oh yeah, Lou, all the time, dude. I go to reach in. I've gotten much better at not reaching in and grabbing things because the typical. I always like put my hand out to see if something is hot. I test the waters, but the worst thing I've done recently was like reaching in the oven and so as opposed to keeping the cast iron skillets on the oven, a lot of times we put them in the oven. And if I'm starting the oven to cook dinner for the day or something like that, and I forget, I'm like, oh, I gotta take that pan out before it gets too hot. Now I'm reaching and grab it, thinking it hasn't gotten hot enough, and it has. It has. Next best thing, man, dude. I've been loving, loving, loving that the heavens made. It's incredible stuff. All right, so we have a special visitor.
Hello.
Hey, everybody, number 3. Taste us number 3, everybody.
I'm pretty much the only one that comes downstairs to see, to be
on the live stream.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for being on the live stream.
I like the picture you like.
Oh, you saw that? Is mommy watching?
I just saw the picture.
Where'd you see the picture?
I'm not showing.
So is mommy watching?
I don't know.
Hi, Mrs. Dash. You gonna comment down below?
Please, please, please.
I was working with electricity and shocked a couple times. The nerves in your hands can't feel something. Wow. Man, that is no good, Jay. Donald says he keeps stabbing himself with a ceramic knife while trimming the brisket. No burns yet. Shoot, I'd rather burn my hand than cut my, cut my finger or anything like that. Cuts seem to hurt more than burns do.
I'd rather burn.
You really have never been burned yet. So you don't know.
No, I want to be burned.
No, you don't. Burns leave worse scars. Yes, I did get my the cotton gloves at Harbor Freight as well.
I thought we were twinning, but I'm here to wishing you're wearing gray.
No. Jack says if his smoker or the ashtray ever hurts me, he'll have a new oil storage container. That's funny. That's pre-slide out shelves. Yeah, buddy. I have one slide out shelf. Well, one shelf that rolls out. The others do slide, but they stick. They don't slide out properly. Slicing tomatoes with an old dull knife and it rolled off the skin. As tomato, I always try to teach my cooks proper knife skills, but this guy had to learn the hard way. Oh my gosh. Oh, so John, Mr. John says, taste tester number 3. Mr. Adams says, hey, hey. Luke Alamada says, number 3. Eric says, oh, what a blessing. Luke Alamada says, what's up? And East Coast Tony says, hey, little princess. Who's a little princess?
Me.
I know better. They should know better. You are not a princess.
I'm a queen.
Oh, no. Definitely. Don't let mommy tell you that. Or hear you say that. Let's see. Did she comment? No, she didn't comment. Okay. So, John says, happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you, too.
All right. So Jay has a little daughter. His little daughter is like, his daughter's name is Violet, I think. And she's like 1 or so. She says hi.
She's young.
Really? 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 She's young. You're young.
No, I'm not.
Mr. Adams says, big up, taste tester number 3. Chuck says, hey, number 3. Jay says, number 3. All right. Turnaround Barbecue says, hi. Is married on Saturday. Enjoy your kids, bro. Goes by fast. Eric, I know. Here, sit down.
Yay!
Butter knife. All right, this is it right there. Using a butter knife. We hacked up that last brisket. ¿Qué te pasa? Eric, ¿cómo estás?
¿Qué te pasa?
Yes, what's happening?
Oh.
It's Serge Vader says hi, number 3. C. Rich says yo yo yo.
Yo.
Fantasy Barbecue says same here. 27 years in restaurant business. The worst I've seen is a dude stick his whole hand in a deep fryer on a busy Saturday night.
Oh my god.
What? Oh, well, Jack, thank you. Say hi, Miss Betty.
Hi.
Say hi, Miss Betty.
Hi, Miss Betty.
And Mr. Jack.
And Mr. Jack.
All right. Number 1 is chomping at the bit. He's not getting in the video.
Bye.
What is it you need?
I came to collect her.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Good night.
No.
Good night.
You got school in the morning.
Yes, you have school. Have school in the morning. Good night.
He said half.
No, have.
No, it's a half day.
Yes, it is a half day, but you have school. All right, pretty much quit using my tongue. Just cotton gloves on natural. Yep, that's exactly it. So Jeff, there are definitely times when those gloves come in handy. Pulling pork especially is when I use those gloves. It allows me, because most of you guys know, pulling pork when it's above 160, 170 degrees, it's like crushing bread, okay? And it is so easy versus when it gets cooler. And we're talking cooler as like 140 or 150 degrees. It definitely makes a big difference. Violet is 2. Sydney. Jay said Violet is 2. I thought she was only 1. She's 2. But yeah, she's still young. Excuse me? Oh, then she's not that young, she says. Fried hands, yeah, buddy. I mean, who cleaned the grease out after that? Jay, sorry to hear that. 3 inches off one side of my beard. Fabricate for my over Joe firebox. I have definitely burnt and singed the hairs off of my arms. Though I don't have very hairy arms, thank goodness. I definitely have singed the hairs off of my arms doing different things in and around the smoker and the grills. Yeah, why would you? So how did he stick his hand? Like, come on, how do you stick your hand in an oil like a fryer? That's like. Now, I used to teach computer stuff. I told you guys, most of you guys who have heard me talk on a live stream before know I used to teach computer stuff. And one of the guys that I used to teach told me he basically lost all feeling in his hands. He worked at a Wendy's, and over the years of him working at the Wendy's, he basically couldn't feel pain in his hands anymore. So like with the heat and touching hot stuff and things like that. Now he would still get burns and stuff on his hands, but it didn't hurt. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. Yeah, turnaround barbecue. Go ahead and get that on video. I'll watch. I'm not gonna try it myself. I know better. Because I know that the moisture from your hand boils off before and creates a an air gap before you actually burn your hand. But nope, you got us all you. All right. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me. I greatly appreciate it. Not only does it help these videos do better, it makes me feel better about myself. It makes me feel good. Bad Bill, how you doing, man? I had just thinking about the shoot. Jack, who you telling? As I keep, fried hand. No way. I want to see that in person. No thanks. Wow. It's on acid. What? Wow. I mean, so all right, so I can, like I said, I can think of times where, if you guys have seen some of the brisket slicing videos and I talk about making sure your thumb is out of the way, because I have nicked the tip, like just the tip. I've nicked just the tip of my thumb off from time to time. Usually never enough to break the skin, and for whatever reason, like as soon as I start slicing, like because the last time I did it, my wife said, "Well, where's the rest of your?" Excuse me. She's like, "Where's the rest of your thumb?" And I'm like, it was still on there. Like I didn't slice all the way through it. I was able to pick the little piece of skin off and change my glove and keep on slicing. Jason, I wouldn't do that on acid. Well, would you do it? What is like a green eggs and ham reference there? Fantasy pimp, shh. All right. What? Fantasy Barbecue says, oh, and we didn't even change the oil. We just worked around the floating skin. Oh, that's nasty. What? Yo. Come on. Come on, son. Yo, no. That's crazy. No, it's no way. No. Oh man, that is horrible. Applebee's, huh? Where was this Applebee's at? I want to make sure I'm not. Oh my gosh, man! I want to make sure I don't go there. Never. You've been warned. Oh my goodness. Oh, just thinking about it. Oh man. All right, so come on. Who else has got a good, burn story or a cut story? Well, Chuck says he eats pork skins, cracklings. I've heard people say that human flesh smells like pork. Why are you back down here?
Because I'm sitting in my fork.
Oh, all right. John Lopez, how you doing? Questa J, how you doing? Should I call you Shrek? How you feeling this evening? Oh my gosh. Okay, speaking of skin, when I cook, as of late, when I do chicken thighs, if I have to get regular chicken thighs, so skin on bone in chicken thighs. Sorry, my day started this morning at 4:30, so long day. I take the skin off of the chicken. I told you guys, cooking chicken and having the skin on can be difficult at times because the skin gets rubbery. We've all been there. So I take the skin off. But one of the things that I do with that skin is I fry it up and make like a pork rind, but out of chicken skin. It's actually pretty good. Season it up with some salt and some pepper. Great. Mm-mm.
Make it for a video.
Maybe I will, little girl. She suggested I make it for a video. Would you guys want to see something like that? Just got home from the house build. Wow, Cookie to school almost chopped his finger off in the mandolin. Jeez, those things are razor sharp. Oh, goodness, Bill, that is horrible. Whew. Bill said he spilled the hot oil. Not just the hot oil, or not just the hot oil, but the hot oil on the back of his hand. He said he went to wipe off with his apron and wipe the skin off of the back of his hand. Whoa, that was the worst burn he ever had. I can imagine. Lou said he did slice the tip of his finger off. Oh my gosh, mandolins are crazy sharp. John Lopez says he's working on the smoker and the builder and the trailer for it. You can check it out on Instagram. Well, John, if I am not following you, go to one of my last posts and comment like, "Hey, this is John. Look at my trailer. Look at my smoker," and I can go back and take a peek at it. Man, goodness, 4:30 is 4:30. I dropped off a pan of mashed potatoes one time and it flew up in his face. We made sure he wasn't seriously hurt before we all gave him hell. Well, that's very kind of you. I tell my kids all the time, hey, look, if you fall, I'm going to make sure you're okay first. Then I'm going to laugh. Then I'm going to laugh. Hey, go to sleep. My only thing I can think of is stabbing my fingers with peeling shrimp. So I specifically buy easy peel shrimp for that reason. Like, I'm not trying to be doing nope, man. Just pop them apart, pull the legs out, throw it in the clean pile. Pork ring. Pork rind fried chicken. Instead of using flour, use pork rinds. No way. I don't do that. Preston! Ayo! PJ and Dino PJ around? Oh my gosh, man. Jeff, you ain't lying. Jeff said he had a wound or two off of mandolin. Those things are a love-hate relationship. Sure indeed. Fantasy Barbecue says, I guess I've been lucky lately, to be honest. It's been a couple of years since I've hurt myself, so I guess I should be very careful because your time is coming. Hold on, let me knock on some wood for you. Alright. Now I'm working on building the canopy. That's what's up, John. Should have poured some gravy on him. Eric, man, how you doing? Hey, yo. Oh, man, I'm sure. Jesse, I don't know if I can do that, man. I get too emotionally wrapped up and tied up when it comes to football. Like really. I am a basket case. I am like when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, I wish I could tell you how many steps I had that night because I was pacing around my family room the entire game. The entire game, I paced. What? Preston says, I cut the tip of my right index finger off twice. First time they sewed it back on. Second time, put it in the trash cutting bacon for omelets at work. So are you left-handed, Preston? Because that would be the only way, you could cut your right index finger off. Comrade, how you doing? Nope. I don't. Okay. I think I've said it enough times. I don't actually eat pork. Everyone else in the house does eat pork. Like tonight, I actually made bacon. My wife wanted a BLT. And I mistook that for a BLT, like a bacon, lettuce, and tomato burger. But so I made burgers on the Tracy the Traeger, and I made I put the bacon in the Traeger too. No video on that one. I had to hurry up. This afternoon was rather crazy. Picked the kids up. I had to pick the kids up. I went to the market to get burgers and bacon. I went to the post office. There was nothing there, sadly. This is my plea to tell you guys to send me things to try. It's the description, or the P.O. box is down in the description. Then I came home and I cooked. So I sliced up the bacon. Well, I cut the bacon in half, put it on a tray, put it out on the Traeger. It sat out on the Traeger for a while. Then I brought it inside, put it in the oven, on it keep warm. Cooked the burgers out on the Traeger. I used the It's Incredible and the brisket rub. Yo, I really like that stuff. I really like it. So next best thing, thank you so very much again for sending that out. All right, well, Preston, tell him I said hey. That's what's up, comrade. Yes, sir. Everything is good. Here's a Lou says when he coached one of the coaches, put cleats on in the coach's room, and as soon as he stood up, he busted his butt. One of the funniest things he's ever seen. He said, please tell me you're okay so I can laugh. Man, I already know. Hey, yo, Brandon, how you doing, man? How's everything with your spot going? Horchata. I can only take horchata in small doses. I don't know. Flip Meat says, I learned the hard way not to use cloth gloves under plastic gloves. Man, I can imagine the plastic got melted and then the cloth just kind of probably kept the heat right on your hands, right? Conrad, just joined, just got out on the road. Okay, well, hopefully we keep you entertained and keep you awake. Trimming 3 briskets in the morning. I hope I don't get stabbed again. Donald, yeah, please don't, Eric says he burned his finger trying to film a close-up of his clean burn in his firebox shooting through the vent. He said he heard it sizzle. It sounded like bacon. He put bacon emojis up there. Dude, oh my gosh, the stuff we go through to try to get that shot. Yeah. Chef keeping it 100. So we're talking about injuries while cooking. So I talked about this burn that I got 2 weeks ago. Don't mind the ash. Don't mind the little bump there. I don't even know what that is. I had a little cut or something. I don't know, but it was a high point. It got burned slightly too. It was a scab though when I burnt it. So Turnaround says I was cleaning a flat top with a grill brick, and I had the brick roll and slide his hand across the hot grill. Oh my gosh. Woo. He said he always wears gloves now when cleaning, so he can get the glove off quickly before it burns. Wow. Preston, you like that? That I knew that? I'm like, wait a minute, how the hell you cut off your right index finger? Preston, I like you a lot less now. You're left-handed. Nah, I'm just kidding. Who else is left-handed? So I guess Fantasy Pimp is left-handed. Or excuse me, Fantasy Barbecue is left-handed. There is someone that comes in here whose name is Fantasy Pimp. He actually tried to hit me up earlier yesterday. Fantasy Barbecue says he's done that grill bake thing a ton of times. He said, ouch. Bad Bill says he hated cleaning a flat top. He always burned himself somewhere. Gosh, man, y'all need to get some good scrapers. Uh-oh, so we got more lefties in the house. We got Bill's a lefty. Fantasy Barbecue's a lefty. Preston's a lefty. Hey, you know, Mexican, Jay, though you're Mexican, horchata is a birthright. You're right. The restaurant is good. It'll take it over June 3rd. I've been working there all week this week since I'm on a spring break from work. That's what's up, Brandon. Lefties sound off. Yes. Holy cow. Back my first real public cooking in a week. Started out. Any advice? Take your time. Be careful. Okay. I know it sounds cliche, but do not overthink it. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Keep a level head. In case anything happens, you will thank yourself for like trying to remain calm. Tony, hold up, Tony, you just gonna pop in when we start talking about left-handedness, and you're not even gonna say hi to anything else. Oh, I thought it was cool, man. Tony, thank you for hanging out on the live stream. Man, John says he's left-handed. Tony says he's left-handed. Yo, that's like 6 of you, and there's 26 of you on a live stream right now. Questa J says I can do lefty when needed. Tyler, what's up with you, man? Kanan, crap. It's been a while since you've commented. So don't be mad that I said it incorrectly, because I know I did as soon as I said it. Fantasy Barbecue. Oh, so it used to be Fantasy Pimp, and now it's Fantasy Barbecue? All right, well, see, I remember. All my brain cells aren't dead. Family's left-handed. So I heard that too. I can't remember what I was looking at or what somebody was saying that honey is really good on burns. But do you know how expensive honey is to be wasting it on a burn? Man. Papa Hoss Barbecue is his business name. All right. You sure it's not what was the name of Jesse James motorcycle company? That's what's up, Eric. Eric says he just posted his first brisket cook. It was worth him burning his finger. Hold up. Oh, yeah, buddy. First time smoking a 20-pound brisket on this old country Pecos smoker. Oh. I can't help it.
It's a boy. Hey guys, welcome to Eric's Bar.
You should have said, "It's a brisket." Oh man, I'm going to be watching it soon. This catering season won't dust off his stuff. That's what's up, Tyler. Okay, well, John, I will keep that in mind. Ella, thank you. Thank you so very much. Pizza Kitchen, and you burn his forearms all the time. I've cut my fingers pretty good a couple times too. Jeez, Tyler. And you know what? My brother used to work at a pizzeria, but he used to make pizzas. That was back in the day. Hold on. Let's give him a thumbs up, and I'm going to comment Eric. There you go. All right. I sure will, John. Please, if you haven't, like I said, please tag me. Just 45 minutes in, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. So for the first hour, usually we talk about the topic, and the topic at hand is injuries and burns. Well, just injuries while cooking. So I told you guys about how I burnt my arm here. Why are you back downstairs? Oh, you're still downstairs. I forgot. So I burned my arm 2 weeks ago. It's coming along fine. I've cut the very tip of my finger off. Like, haven't even like got it bleeding a few times. I've, of course, I haven't really cut myself deeply in a while. But, knife cuts and other burns, yeah. Yeah. Tyler says the hot side and the cold side. He was always on the hot side. What's wrong? Okay. Jesse James says, on behalf of all of us, I want to say thank you for all you do. You're a cool dude, even though I'm an Eagles fan. Well, I appreciate that, Jesse, man. I really do. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. Definitely, you guys are the true, I always say you guys are my barbecue friends. Nah, y'all my barbecue family. Hold on. You know what time it is. I got to clean the lens. I didn't do it yet. And I can't tell if it's my eyes that are hazing up or if it's the screen on the camera, so I just wiped it off. I just ignore now. This is pre-made bag mac and cheese and pulled pork instead of potatoes. Oh man, and instant potatoes. Wow. I think in regards of like haters, well, like my disdain for. So first one, New England. Okay, New England beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl, so they will get hated on forever. Second one, Dallas. It used to be Dallas #1, but since New England beat us in the Super Bowl, yep, Dallas it is. Then the Redskins, followed by the Giants, and then it's pretty much a crapshoot for the season. Usually, of course, the division rivals are high up there, so that's why they're 2, 3, and 4. Then anyone who has beat us in the divisional championship, and then anyone who has knocked us out of a playoff. So I have reasons as to why I don't like specific teams. I don't just hate for no reason. It's wow, Brandon, that's crazy. It is not the Bacardi. Nope. Brandon, you crazy. Though, you know what? I say y'all team is going to be looking pretty good. You have some offensive weapons for sure. But no way they turned it around in one season. Go from darn near a worst team in the league to the best team in the league? Nah, bruh. No, bruh. All right, so the mix, I'm mixing with some green tea, diet green tea, and the Bacardi. I'm not actually using any more Bacardi, but I do have some more green tea. Go Chiefs. I would like to see Andy Reid actually win a Super Bowl as an Eagles fan. But so I am back doing intermittent fasting with my wife, so I shouldn't even have been drinking with you guys tonight. But there's no way I couldn't have something to drink while we're talking. It just doesn't feel right. Hi. It says Christian Williams, but you said my name is Clint. Okay. Dude, I am... Oh, Oh yeah, Eric, you said you're in Lancaster. This says Turkey Hill Dairy, Conestoga. Is that where you are? You near Conestoga? I thought Conestoga was further north. It says Christian, which says your name is Clint. You want me to call you Clint? I'll call you Clint. I don't have a problem calling you Clint. Insert Dirty Harry meme. No. Just, okay. Send you a little more instructions on those mixtures. Okay, no problem. 49ers, Preston Howe. All right, well, I did not know that. Eric, that's what's up, man. Well, why don't you just send some Turkey Hill diet green tea my way? Drink a lot of it. I drink a lot of water, okay? And I've been trying to drink, I'm kind of getting tired of drinking water sometimes. So I like some things with some flavor. So I'll go with the teas. So. He was the defensive coordinator in Green Bay. He was a coordinator in Green Bay before he got the head coaching position in Philly. His mama call him Clay. I'ma call him Clay. His mama call him Cassius. I'ma call him Cassius. Man. All right, Jeff. Thank you. I knew he was a coach of some sort. Did Andy Reid actually play, or was he just a coach? I don't know if I remember that. Jesse James, thank you, sir, for hanging out. Hopefully it is a sir. Just saying, Jesse can be a woman's name too, especially those who are fans of the Cowboys. So Lou says 2 years ago, I finished the brisket in the oven in a foil pan. He didn't realize there was a hole in it. And a wife later in the day fired up the oven at 450. Smoke alarm was going off for 2 hours. I can imagine, Lou. I've been there before too. And, the whole thing is you take those foil pans, and if the weight is too heavy in the middle, it will flex, all right? And I know I have had pans flex in the worst possible way and drip similarly. All right, Jay, well, glad. Came with home run, yeah. Hey, man, play with the ball, you get the horns. I'm about to say, he didn't look like he could be a quarterback. Jesse, no hard feelings. Huh. No, did they? The Bryce Harper, for real? He's yet to prove himself. I'm not sold yet. He's no, oh man, Jason Worth. That was my dog, man. After the Phillies won the World Series, shoot, it had to be 5 years ago now. I was so bummed I didn't get back home in order to go to that parade. But Jason Worth at the celebration, everyone going up to the mic and saying something, and it was Jason Worth. He comes up to the mic and he's like, wow! It was like, crowd going wild. And he's just like, world champions! Wow! Now, mind you, this is live. And he goes, "World effing champions!" And then it was like, "Wah!" They got him off the mic pretty quick after that. Then the next person that came up was like, "Wow, I don't know how I'm gonna follow that up." But man, not Jason. Was it Jason Worth? No, it wasn't Jason Worth. Who was it? Worth played for. No, man, I'm second guessing myself. Maybe it was Worth, and then he went and played for the Nationals. So I guess it's only right that Bryce Harper came from the Nationals and came to the Phillies. Comrade, I see what you did there. All right, so Eric says he uses large pizza paddles when dealing with hot foil pans. Yep. Emmett Smith, Cowboys all the way, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Tyler, the problem is the initial investment in those pans. I don't really mind. Well, Smoking Boot, thank you, sir. Jeez. Yeah, I don't really mind the cleaning of them. It's just the upfront cost. I need a good, solid catering job in order to do some of those things. Like I won't say I've been slacking, but this is a slower time for me. So. Where'd you get them from? Tony, where'd you get them from? Yeah, it was Utley. Thank you. Got the two confused. Anyway, Chase Utley came out and, that's my dog, man. He came out just like Kelsey. He was like, "You don't like us, you don't like us, you don't like us, and we don't care. We're from Philly, Philly. You don't like us, and we don't care." Yo, best championship speeches ever. It was like, who was going to top Utley? Kelsey did. Kelsey did. Ooh, goodness. Clint. Just took some chicken over. Oh, wait. Brandon, you still here? I know we talked about using or doing some boneless chicken breasts and some boneless chicken thighs, supplementing your chickens. Did you do anything? Sorry. I was told to check my PayPal, so I'm checking my PayPal. Brandon! Oh! Thank you. Kevin? I appreciate that, man. That's what's up, man. Thank you so very much. I'm going to get the... Gotta push it back, doing another 350 quarts. Goodness gracious. Wow. Thank you, Kevin. I mean, I'm grateful. Thank you so very much, man. I appreciate that. That goes a long way. Get some stuff taken care of. But yeah. Leg quarters. I haven't really messed with leg quarters, and leg quarters are my least favorite piece of the chicken. Caden will be here soon. He usually comes in the second hour. But all right, so I guess you guys who have been here before know the first hour we talk about the topic, and then the second hour, woo-hoo, it's kind of pretty much whoever wants to talk about whatever, we talk about it. So it is officially hour number 2. So what do you guys want to talk about? I'm gonna be chicken guys. Dude, you remember that chicken guy? Yo, he commented asking about the chicken like 4 or 5 times. And when I finally posted a video about the chicken, he was ghost. He never, like, he came back and commented once or twice after that video. If that. I'm like, I don't quite get what the fascination is about the... His name was Charles the Barber. I probably never forget it. You shouldn't either. So you should just say, you know, yeah, I'm going to be like Charles. Dude, he kept commenting time and time again about wanting to know how the chicken was done. And then, like, I did the chicken and was like, here it is. And he was like, okay, thanks. What? Yo, I'm still waiting on a chicken video. What? Come on, man. Shoot. So I've never done any marinated pig. I don't get much call for whole pigs or, you know, pig parts, period. Even if I do, I try and steer folks into doing more pork shoulder than I do any other parts of the pig, only because, yawn, it's cheaper and more cost effective and it's faster. Hey, Bert, how you doing? I've done jerk chicken a time or two. I just use a dry seasoning I get from the Restaurant Depot. I am by no means a jerk expert. Huh. Yeah, well. Turn around. Chuck's got a point. They don't allow you to post links in the live chat. Man, I don't know what y'all talking about. I can imagine sing with the Gorilla Glue. Your friend, is it Dave? No, Dale. That guy? Doing crawfish boy and brisket last year. Brisket sucked. Question J, man. I wish I was down there too. Shoot. I tell people all the time, delivery is billable. Oh, okay. That's what's up, though. Yo, y'all keep talking about some old stuff I don't know nothing about. I'm checking my fitness tracker here to clear it out because it keeps vibrating on my arm. I'll gladly send you some. Oh, wait. You're going to send me some green tea and I get to send you some burnt ends, huh? Now we all trying to barter. Eric, if only it were that easy. All right, well, Jeff, you know, get him on camera. Chuck, I am probably going to be planting some more. So my wife said she doesn't want to do any vegetables this year. So if I want to do vegetables in the house, so last year I did zucchini and I cooked zucchini and then we had some peppers. So I have some, I ordered some of those Carolina Reaper peppers from, I think, no, was it Carolina Reaper? Anyway, I ordered some pepper seeds from Pucker Butt. So I might grow some of those peppers. And I'm also going to grow some potatoes. So I'll be planting those soon. It's still been getting kind of cold here. A little too cold for my liking. I really wanted to stay above like 45 or 50 degrees. It's dipped like this past week, it dipped down into the 40s one night. So probably this weekend, I might go and see about finding some sweet potatoes or some potatoes. I really enjoy growing the potatoes, and I guess that's my thing to do. I might put some peppers in a pot. Well, thanks, Brandon. I will definitely try to check it out. Let's see. South Carolina. Steamers, Restaurant, and Catering. Is it in Beaufort? Is it in Beaufort? Poor man's roast beef. Oh, well, bad bill. That's what's up. Well, yeah. That's what I got, Chuck. Goodness, Jeff, I feel sorry for you. What? Forget it. Dude, I grew some. What was it? I can't even remember which ones we grew. But they were hotter than hell, man. I had a little teeny piece that I cut off from one of my coworkers, man. Woo, they were hot. Zucchini I grew, slice of them with some salt, pepper, and made awesome snacks. Really? So, Quester J, we always grew zucchini. Like, as long as we've been gardening, we've been growing zucchini every single year. And this year, she said she wanted to give the planters a rest. So she wanted to plant some sunflowers. She heard sunflowers help to put some nutrients back into the soil or something or other. I don't know. Clinton, South Carolina, he says. So steamer, Clinton. Steamers, Cafe, and Catering. All right. I got it up on the screen. Question, what's everyone cooking for Easter? 12-pound turkey and 8-pound ham. So I have 2 briskets I need to do. Turn around, spice up the green thumb. Wow, Mr. IP address 28.6.1389. I live in Baltimore. Hello. Instagram. I'll check it once I'm finished the live stream. Yes, I know Serbia. I'm good with geography. Where in Serbia are you? And you doing Burbia? I'm sorry, barbecue in Serbia? Where is Serbia? Serbia is just south of Romania, next to Bulgaria. But I know it's in... that's Europe. Well, here it is 10 p.m. So that's good to know. You're 12 hours exactly away. Benji says burnt fingers, smashed fingers, stiff back, red eyes, piece of wood falling on his foot and cut his fingers. Goodness gracious. Nikolai Tesla was born there. Yeah. Why not? Why didn't you sleep all night? So, Mr. 28.6.1389, what is your name, sir or ma'am? And are you cooking? Nikolai. All right. Nikolai. That's what's up, man. Thank you so very much. So what brings you? Ooh, Benji says 43 pounds of food for customers. I have a whole brisket order and I have a 2-pound brisket order. So guess what? I might get some brisket for myself this Easter. Yeah. 11:11 in Canada. Dartmouth, Nova, I guess Nova Scotia. It's Baltimore, Baltimore. Yep, there is a homicide series. Are you talking about The Wire or actually like a homicide series? M&M Smokers, how you doing? It's been a minute since you checked in on a live stream. Wait a minute. Time out. If you haven't already hit that thumbs up button for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. I told you guys, or I tell you guys all the time, not only does it help these videos do better, it helps me feel good too. Makes me feel good. All right. So let's see here. Oh, not that. No, I'm good. So where in Serbia are you, Nikolai? I'm interested. Well, Eminem, I'm thankful you're able to come in and say what's up. Belgrade, okay. Oh, is it Belgrade, Belgrade? Is that the capital? I don't know about that. Let's see. The Battle of Kosovo took place on 15th of June. This is June 28th. The Army led. Let's see information about the Battle of Kosovo. Up. Or there's a YouTube channel, a YouTube video. All right, anyone else do anything special for Money Day? I have a couple orders for customers, a whole brisket and a couple pounds of brisket. Yugoslavia. Yeah, I'm looking at the information. I see the Battle of Kosovo. Okay. How do you like char logs? The charcoal logs? The natural charcoal logs? I didn't actually like them. Okay. Tony, that's funny. He says he's going rabbit hunting on Easter. Huh. I will be using Vicky this weekend, actually. Again, I have 2 briskets I'll be cooking, basically. So I'll be using Vicky. So, Nikolai, you have a barbecue question or something barbecue related? I mean, never smoked rabbit. She's not my favorite. Bessie is my favorite by far because, like, Bessie just talks. She talks to me like the sounds that Bessie makes. It's like conversational. It's one of those things where you have to be here in person, in order to kind of understand that I work with computers and I do barbecue. What about you? What do you do? I'll entertain you. Bad Bill? I don't think so. It might be in bad taste, but it might not be bad to smoke a rabbit for Easter. I mean, people eat different things all year round. All right, no problem. So one of the other things, Bessie, I've had Bessie the longest out of the bigger smokers. So, like, I just anticipate Baltimore is on the East Coast in Maryland. Spanky, how you doing, man? Eric Thomas, how you doing? Closer to New York than it is Illinois. So, if you're looking at the East Coast, if you're looking at New York, you go south into New Jersey, then Pennsylvania, then Delaware, then it's Maryland. So I'm about 45 minutes north of Washington, D.C. I'll give you a better landmark and tell you where I am. It's not cold in Baltimore right now, and there's an E on the end of Baltimore. Rick, how you doing? Man, everybody's coming out the woodwork tonight. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. So we talked earlier about injuries and burns and stuff. Well, we say Baltimore with an E. But we talked about injuries and burns and stuff. So I was talking about how I burnt my arm about 2 weeks ago. So that was the reason why we talked about hurting yourself or injuring yourself while cooking. But now, no problem. You said it's 10 a.m. Hopefully, let's see. Eric, thank you so very much, man. Well, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate your appreciation. Seriously, I do. Nah. Oh, thanks. You missed the best part. It was earlier in the video. Yeah. No, he said it was 10 a.m. What time is it there, Nikolai? You said 10 a.m., right? Yeah, Rob, how you doing, man? Good night, Eric. Have a good one, sir. I'll be checking out your video a little later, and I'm gonna watch it later. Let's refresh. Missed opportunity. Oh, 4:21 a.m. Sorry, I thought you said 10 a.m. I misread. I don't have my glasses on, so yeah. Wow. But it's only 4:18 as far as the date. So no 4:20 yet. My wrist trying to strategically place chunks on the coals on the Weber Smoky Mountain. Man, Rick, I tell you what, you gotta just drop them. Let them go, let it fly, and send it. Trying to precariously place things. Whew. Rick says he does now. Get the good work, man. Thank you so very much, Eminem smokers. Oh man, I'm getting kind of tired too. Today was a rough night. Oh wait, I told you earlier I picked up the kids. I cooked, took my number 2 to baseball, brought him home. And then I had a meeting with some of the local community folks. Always 420, blah, blah, blah. William, man, you gotta leave him alone. Weber kettle or large egg? Well, the difference is gonna probably be a couple $100. Difficult because they each serve different purposes. So if you think you're going to be doing more slow and low, I would say, excuse me, the large egg. Now, the only problem with that is when you get, well, then again, no, not even a problem. Because if you get the large egg, you're going to need a diverter plate or the egg, or this egg setter, or whatever it's called. So you can do slow and low because it diverts the heat. In a Weber kettle, you're going to need a a smoke and sear, and that will put some water into your smoker as well as have the charcoal on the side. So it kind of, I won't say evens out, but those accessories cost about the same amount of money. The egg is probably going to be a little more versatile, but it's going to be more costly too. Going to buy a vertical, and he said it sold 30 minutes. Woo! Goodness, man. The vertical smokers are nice. They are. Like, I love, you guys know I love Vicky, man. I put Vicky to work on my smaller cooks all the time. Goodness. Wow. 1,000 feet. Network cable. Ooh, goodness. I'm glad I never had to pull cable, really. Like, I pulled some cable in my house, and I didn't really pull it. I got a run of like 60 feet, and I ran it from where the router is in the middle room in and down and through my boys' room, and then down the back stairwell, and then into my family room. And I have a switch set up there. You know what? I haven't heard it in a while. I totally blocked it out. What? Yeah, I'd actually probably recommend a Primo grill, and then you might be able to get the Primo XL, which is like that. It's an oval, and that is pretty dope. When doing different things or in doing different things. Fantasy Pimp says this next one will be vertical. So I love Vicky, but there are some things that she just can't do, and there's some limitations. But I work around. Goodness, I work around them. So. Galvin says, "Man, here you get seriously injured if you mess up your cooking. I can imagine." The Big Green Egg has a lifetime warranty. That lifetime warranty doesn't mean, much. If you make or if you break it, I guess. Yes, sir, Lou. Enjoy your time off. Yeah. My kids are off all next week. They have the week after. The week after Easter. All right, East Coast Tony, thank you, sir. Well, everybody seems to be kind of dropping off. It's like, yeah, man, Quest, I can imagine. There's Caden. Caden, somebody said they had a message for you. Yeah, I can imagine, Jay. I know a couple people who have like some. One of my coworkers has an electric smoker. I don't give him too much grief about it, but he actually needs a new thermostat in it or something. It's not working properly. Jeff, man, I'm sorry. I'm running on E. I see Caden too. So yeah. Fantasy barbecue. So there's some, because of the way Vicky is designed, the heat smoke is a little intense at the top. Sorry, the heat and smoke is a little intense at the top, and it can be lacking at the bottom, which means that things can take longer to cook. Obviously, from where the heat source is, where heat comes in at the top, and where the like other things are towards the bottom. So yes, there are some things that are left to be desired. Um, it's just one of those things where I love that smoker though. Do not get me wrong. Yeah. Ooh. The week after today. This is the last day before the break. You teach at a Catholic school, Lou? Caden, I don't know. Alan, how you doing this evening? Y'all want to be sending me memes on Instagram. Y'all so funny. Fantasy, I can't really do that because most of the time, and I've told you guys this before, I cook usually almost always with whatever's going to be finishing first up top, then beef usually in the middle, and pork on the bottom. So it's not really an option. I do not put, or I always put pork on the bottom. I can't see it now, Caden. I'll have to check it after the live stream. Unfortunately, I'm using, I use my phone for. Can you put a pulling fan to pull down the smoke on the Vicky? Jay, I would imagine, yeah, like I've put fans on top and around the smokers to get some of that smoke out of the garage, but once it gets started, it's really not that big of a deal. Like usually the first hour is usually the worst, and after that, it's not a problem. Ooh. Cheap, hardly efficient, virtually runs on luck every time. Chevrolet. I'm just tired, man. Today was a long day. I didn't get to sleep. I didn't get sleep. I did not sleep very well last night and got up early this morning, went to work, and I had a very, very long day. So I am kind of beat, but I wanted to hang out with you guys. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. So got up this morning, went to work, left work, picked up the kids, went to the market, picked up dinner, went to the post office, had no mail, sadly. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Came home, cooked dinner, took number 2 to baseball practice, had a meeting with some of the leaders in my community, aside from myself, and now I'm on a live stream. It's been a very long day. Very. Actually, there's a guy out on the Eastern Shore. He beat you to it, man. He was chomping at the bit, money in hand to buy Vicky. So he has first dibs. But I'm not selling her anytime soon. No time soon. Ooh, there's another one. Chevrolet. Constantly having every vehicle recalled over lousy engineering techniques. Woo. The Weber Performer, I have one, except for they haven't sent out my daggone. Oh man, Rob. Ooh, you know. Yeah, Honda. We just hate Hondas, period. No, friends don't let friends drive Honda. How much would I sell Vicky for? Ooh. I'm not putting a number out there only because I know somebody will probably say, hey, I'm going to send you that amount in PayPal right now. And then I kind of have to put up. So I'm not putting a number out there. Not gonna do it. But, I mean, a solid, I won't say I think that's just the most solid smoker. It has a few flaws and a few things that I have to address. But, like, yeah. Jay, higher. So Eichland, he says, quick question about portions. You mentioned in one of your videos that you do a half a pound per person. Do you prepare that for all the meats requested on a cook? So the rule of thumb is I usually recommend a half a pound of meat per person plus a 25% overage. So let's say you're having 100 people, okay? So you have 100 people. You're going to take that 100 and divide it in half. Half a pound per person, which gives you 50. And then you tack on another 25% to that, and that gives you 64 and a half. So normally what I do is I round down to 60, and then I tell the customer, hey, the recommendation is half a pound, blah, 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 blah. We're going to round down all of those things. And then you say, I'd recommend 20 pounds of beef, 20 pounds of pork, and 20 pounds of chicken. So the person who doesn't eat pork will usually eat beef and or chicken. The person who doesn't eat pork and or beef will usually eat chicken. And the person who doesn't eat beef, pork, or chicken, that's a huge mistake, in my opinion. So that's how I do the math on that. More than you can afford, pal. Golly, man. I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, I would love some popcorn. I would love some this. I would love some that, but fasting. So unsweet tea and diet tea and everything like that. It is. All right, Caden, that's what's up. Oh. Rob, man, I hear you. Jeez. Overcooked the brisket, man. I've been there. You know what's crazy? I overcooked a beef tongue. Man, that thing was it disintegrated. It didn't even fall apart. It disintegrated. Kaden, she is in bed tonight, man. I know what you were saying. Last week was a rarity. I'm telling you, she does not normally stay up that late. So, yeah. If I'll tell her that you guys were asking about her, and maybe she'll do something next weekend. Old Country Barbecue Pit Smokehouse. No, I have not. Get her back out. Man. I was gonna say something about, a girlfriend and a joke about it, but I'm not even going there. I'm not gonna do it. What's my thoughts on the Weber Performer? It looks good sitting next to my Traeger that's on the ground because I don't have the hardware to put it together. I reached out to Weber and they build me and everything, and they haven't sent out the hardware. So Caden. Oh, wake up, Betty. Shoot, I know the feeling. If I weren't talking and drinking, actively like drinking, I'd be asleep too. Shoot, I'm like, oh, I am so tired. Today was such a long day. All right, guys, I hate to cut it early. I know we normally go for about 2 hours, but nah, she's not gonna slap me. Man, Kate and I've been married for 15 years. I just know better. There's certain things I just know not to do. Yeah. Well, I'm just tired. Like I'm really tired. Not necessarily struggling to stay awake. I'll be sleeping in a couple minutes. Hey. Sure enough. Rob, thank you very much for hanging out. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for everyone else. If you haven't already, please again hit that like button. Hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. Now y'all want to be talking when I'm talking about going to bed? All right, Jeff, be easy. Yeah, sorry. Chef, oh yeah, man, Chef, you're over on the other side of the shoot, man. I bet your day is just starting. Yeah, man, fantasy is definitely real. I mean, the struggle is definitely real. I am struggling. Oh, Caden, you got jokes. That's so funny. mm. Jack, man, I'm so glad you guys hang out with me. I greatly appreciate it. Seriously, Betty, guess what? The live stream is gonna be over in a second. Go get some sleep, okay? Hey, look, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. Good night, everyone. Oh my gosh. Yes, next week. Oh. All right. You guys, thank you so very much again. I'm gone. Rick, see you next time. William, see you.